Have you ever wondered what the future holds for mankind? Will we conquer space, merge with machines, or perhaps meet a less fortunate fate? These are questions that have tickled the human imagination for generations. Yet, as we stand on the brink of an era defined by rapid technological advancements, they become more relevant and tantalizing than ever before. Our future could be a multitude of possibilities, each with its own unique ending. Imagine a future where we are no longer confined to the Earth, but have become a spacefaring civilization, colonizing distant planets and galaxies. Or a future where the boundaries between man and machine blur, leading to an age of human-machine convergence. On the other hand, there are also futures that might not be as rosy. Futures where we might have to deal with the consequences of our own actions. So, are you ready to dive into the realm of the unknown? Let's explore these possibilities together, so buckle up for a journey into the future. Imagine a future where humans and machines become one, where our minds are uploaded into the cloud and our bodies are replaced by advanced robotics. This might sound like a science fiction plot, but it could very well be the reality of tomorrow. In this potential future, the concept of human could undergo a radical transformation. We might see a world where we are no longer confined by the physical limitations of our organic bodies. Instead, we might see ourselves evolving into a state of being where our consciousness is intertwined with the vast digital networks of the world. Consider the possibilities. Our minds, free from the constraints of biology, could access knowledge at the speed of light, process information faster than any supercomputer, and explore virtual realities limited only by our imaginations. Our robotic bodies, impervious to aging and disease, could enable us to explore the deepest oceans, the highest mountains, and even the far reaches of space. But with these fantastic possibilities come profound questions. What does it mean to be human when our minds are no longer housed in our bodies? Can we retain our sense of self when we are part of a larger digital consciousness? And what about emotions, the very essence of our human experience? Can they be replicated in a digital form? Then there are ethical considerations. Who gets access to this technology? Will it be a privilege for the few or a right for all? What would be the societal implications of a divide between those who can afford to become part machine and those who cannot? And what about the risks? Could we become too dependent on technology, losing our humanity in the process? Could our digital selves be hacked, manipulated, or controlled by others? These are complex questions with no easy answers, but they are questions we must grapple with as we stand on the cusp of this exciting yet daunting future. In this future, the line between human and machine becomes blurred. But what if our future takes a different turn? What if, instead of merging with machines, we conquer the final frontier, space? This could be the future of humanity, a future where we don't just gaze up at the stars in wonder, but where we actually reach out and touch them. It's a future of interstellar travel, of colonizing distant worlds, and becoming a truly spacefaring civilization. Imagine a time when humanity has outgrown its cradle, Earth, and has spread out into the cosmos. Our homes are no longer confined to one planet, but are scattered across the solar system and beyond. Mars, with its red deserts and towering Olympus Mons, might become our second home, a thriving colony bustling with life. The icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn, thought to harbor vast oceans beneath their frozen surfaces, could become the new frontiers for exploration and discovery. And who knows, maybe one day we'll even reach out to the stars, setting foot on exoplanets orbiting distant suns. But this future is not without its challenges. Space is a harsh and unforgiving frontier. It presents hurdles that we must overcome. There is the harsh radiation of deep space, the scarcity of resources, and the psychological toll of living in isolation, far from the warmth and familiarity of Earth. But we've faced challenges before. We've climbed the highest mountains, crossed the vastest deserts, and braved the deepest oceans. We've survived ice ages and asteroid impacts, and each challenge we've overcome has made us stronger, smarter, and more adaptable. This future also carries profound implications. It would change our perspective as a species. When we look up at the stars, we will no longer see them as distant and unreachable, but as destinations, as places where we or our descendants might one day live. We will no longer be the inhabitants of one world, but of many. Our identity will be reshaped, our horizons broadened, and our sense of possibility expanded. In this future, we become explorers of the cosmos. But what if our destiny lies not in the stars, but right here on Earth? Imagine a future where we harness the power of nature to create a sustainable and harmonious existence on Earth. In this envisioned reality, we've mastered the art of symbiosis with our environment, sparking what we might call the Green Revolution 2.0. This is not a mere continuation of the first Green Revolution of the mid-20th century, which focused primarily on increasing agricultural productivity. This second Green Revolution is a holistic movement, a sweeping change in how we interact with our planet, from the smallest microorganisms to the largest ecosystems. Picture a world where cities are no longer concrete jungles, but thriving biotopes, with skyscrapers draped in greenery, filtering the air and producing food. Where roads are replaced with canals and bike lanes, and the hum of traffic is replaced by the rustle of leaves and the chirping of birds. Imagine farms that do not exhaust the soil, but enrich it, where precision agriculture and vertical farming have replaced the destructive practices of the past. Food is grown not just in rural fields, but in urban high-rises, providing fresh, local produce year-round and reducing the carbon footprint of transportation. Our energy needs are met not by fossil fuels, but by a diverse array of renewable sources. Solar panels and wind turbines dot the landscape, and even our bodies become power generators, with wearable technology converting our movements into electricity. We've created a circular economy where nothing is wasted. Every product is designed to be reused, recycled, or composted, bringing us closer to a zero-waste society. In this future, technology doesn't distance us from nature, but brings us closer to it. Genetic engineering helps us create more resilient crops, and artificial intelligence enables us to monitor and protect biodiversity. This is a future where we've redefined progress, not in terms of economic growth, but in terms of sustainability, health, and happiness. It's a future where we've learned from our past mistakes and chosen a path of coexistence rather than dominance. In this future, we live in harmony with our planet, but what if our future is less idyllic? What if our future is not so bright? What if we face a dystopian future, marked by scarcity, conflict, and survival? Imagine a world where resources have dwindled to the brink of extinction. The once bountiful Earth is now a barren wasteland, with scarcity becoming the new norm. Fresh water, a commodity we once took for granted, is now more valuable than gold. Food is no longer a given, but a luxury only a few can afford. This is a future where survival depends on the ability to adapt, to make do with less, to find innovative solutions to problems we've never faced before. But scarcity is only one part of this grim picture. With dwindling resources comes increased conflict. Nations, communities, even families are driven to the brink as they fight for the last scraps of what was once plentiful. The social fabric we have woven over centuries unravels, as trust and cooperation are replaced with suspicion and hostility. In this dystopian future, the technological advancements we have made could turn into a double-edged sword. Our dependence on technology, once our greatest strength, could become our biggest weakness. What happens when the power grids fail? When our digital lifelines are severed? How do we function in a world that has been stripped of its digital veneer? A world that is raw and unfiltered. And yet, even in this bleak future, there is a glimmer of hope. Human beings have always shown remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. We have the capacity to innovate, to adapt, to find solutions even when the odds are stacked against us. We have the ability to come together, to cooperate, to build communities that can withstand the harshest of conditions. In this dystopian future, survival becomes our primary goal. We may be pushed to our limits, forced to confront our deepest fears. But in the face of these challenges, we also discover our true strength, our capacity for resilience, our ability to hope and dream, even when the future seems uncertain. But no matter what the future holds, there is always hope. These are just a few of the many possible futures for mankind, each with its own ending, each with its own unique challenges and opportunities. We've journeyed through a world where humans and machines converge, creating a society where technology enhances our natural capabilities. We've ventured into the vastness of space, imagining colonies on distant planets, pushing the boundaries of human exploration. We've seen a second green revolution, where sustainable practices and technologies help us harmonize with our planet. Yet we've also glimpsed a dystopian future, where our actions could lead devastating consequences. These are not predictions, but possibilities. They're canvases for our imagination, potential paths on the journey of humanity. Each future comes with its own set of questions. What will we choose? What will we avoid? How will we shape our destiny? The future is not set in stone. It's up to us to shape it. So, what future do you envision for mankind? If you enjoyed this journey into the future, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting explorations.